The Grammys might have a problem this weekend. That's right, former CEO Deborah Dugan is suing the Grammys for sexual misconduct, and she's firing off saying it's a boys club and the voting is rigged. This Montana White with culture shock, hip-hop, money, power, and politics, man. Y'all know what's going on. The big show, the Grammys, is this weekend. You know the Grammys, where the person who gets the song and the album of the year is celebrated in the music industry as the top dog. Well, hip-hop has always had a problem with the Grammys, first with Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince winning the first hip-hop Grammy, and then them boycotting it because they didn't want to show the award presentation on television. So hip-hop got together and everybody boycotted the Grammys. Well, since then, you know, black people, well, this generation, the hip-hop culture has looked at the Grammys like it is what it is. Of course, you know, we got the BET Awards, but we love the Source Awards too, right? And we've had other kind of award shows, but nothing at the magnitude or the level of what the Grammys is, because the Grammys was a direct reflection of the music industry. Well, hip-hop being its own industry, man, we don't really care about the Grammys, but we love accolades. We love gold, shiny things, right? Now, Beyonce has been overlooked for a Grammy before. Kanye even jumped on stage and had something to say about it. Adele, she won the album of the year and gave Beyonce praise for Lemonade. You know, at the same time, I know you, just like me, we've seen artists nominated and not nominated that didn't win when they were supposed to win. You feel me? Now, the Grammys, and this is according to Deborah Dugan, she said this is a boys club and she's the first female CEO that was put in this position, you know, since its 62-year reign at the top of the music industry, right? And she has 24 years of experience in the music industry from working with Bono and other companies, you know, in the entertainment world. Well, Deborah is suing because she said that she went to a dinner meeting with Joel Katz. And if you don't know who Katz is, you haven't been around the inside of the game, right? They run one of the biggest entertainment law firms in the business, right? Well, at the meeting, she said that, you know, he called her babe when she first walked in, and he made gestures, and he tried to inappropriately kiss her before she left, right? So she filed a complaint, but in her complaint, she didn't say that she wanted any action taken. Well, once the complaint was filed, she said that the Academy, the Grammys, put her on administrative leave for 10 days, and you know, they tried to silence her. Well, she doesn't want to be quieted. She wants to deal with this in the media, and she's going on TV to set the record straight. She's saying categories in some instances where artists didn't merit the nomination or the win. The system is set up where if they want an artist to perform on the award show on the television broadcast, well, they'll slide that artist in, even though they might not be qualified to win a Grammy. But if they want that artist to perform, they'll give that artist a nomination. Another thing she said, well, the system is rigged because they try to play the politic game. You know, one person that sits on the nomination board represents an artist that got nominated, and that artist was number 18 out of 20. So how could that artist reach to the top unless it was favor for a favor, right? She said that the guy that she replaced in her position was accused of rape, which he's denying, but they had to get him out of there. But she wasn't able to pick her own executive assistant. And her lawyer is saying, look, man, out of all the CEOs in America, she's the only one that can't pick her own executive assistant. Now, the assistant that's there now worked for the last CEO who was there for 16 years, but now has been accused of rape, right? So it's like you getting a job, you replacing somebody that's been there for 16 years, right? You come in and you the cleanup person, and they want you to clean it up because they want to make sure that they on the level as far as industry standards are concerned and the public perception. Anyway, she couldn't pick her own personal assistant, so that means when she goes into work and she tries to make any changes or do anything, the person that's supposed to be helping her make these changes is an inside piece. That inside piece is going to go to everybody else who's trying to cover up this rape allegation from the last CEO and tell them everything she's doing to possibly cut off any action she could take. So she had an uphill battle as soon as she got into the job by not being able to bring her own team to switch it up and clean up this boys club mentality. Now we all know, she's a white woman, right? She's a white woman and she's claiming that this is a boys club. Well, guess what? For black people that don't get the nominations or that don't sit on the nomination committee, it's always been a club that we weren't involved in. You feel me? Now, this is what I think, right? Does hip-hop care about their internal squabbles and their internal arguments? No, because we have our own fight with the Grammys about inclusion, right? And this is my thing, right? Why are we fighting it for inclusion when we can have our own award ceremonies for our own music? You know what I mean? We don't need their validation to say that this was the album of the year. For real, right? When was the last time you saw that this was the album of the year, but you never had that album? Like you really cared that they pick Adele for the album of the year. How many places was you going where they was playing Adele versus Beyonce? You feel what I'm saying? So we need to create our own award show at this level for the music industry. And if we want to let some of them in, hey man, we might go ahead and, let the Sharon guy come in for an award or something. I mean, he pretty dope. Everybody seemed to like him, even though I don't listen to him. But hey, he's kind of like a huge artist or something. But does hip-hop care? No. So from this moment on, man, the Grammys or whatever award ceremony, if you want our consideration or our respect, it's more like y'all should handle our culture a little bit better. Now, she wants to blow the whistle on them. But then we got our own issues with the same institution that she has an issue with. Now, because she's a woman, she wants to use the whole, it's a boys club, they don't have women there. Well, while you were there, were you fighting for more African Americans or more diversity on your committees? I don't know. You feel me? A hit dog holler, man. You know what I'm talking about? And every time they get into an internal squabble, they want us to try to understand their point of view. Well, Deborah, I don't understand your point of view because we haven't got a fair shake at the Grammys since its inception. So understand Montana White's point of view, baby. Not just you sitting up there empowering the boys club, but let's get some more black faces in there too to represent the culture, to represent the number one genre of music is hip hop. And y'all still trying to say somebody else got the album of the year. That's insane. This Montana White with Culture Shock, Hip Hop, Money, Power, and Politics, man. This just me, Debbie. Hey, Deborah. Hey, cry me a river. He called you babe, kissed you on the cheek, and tried to set up a late night rendezvous. That's something men do sometimes, you know what I mean? But you sitting in that position, let me see how many minorities you fought for to get some kind of equality within the Grammy system, huh? Hey, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I'm out. I'll holler at y'all later, man. Grammy this, Grammy that. Guess who's back?